Today we're going to be doing a Chatty get ready with me, and I have some stuff from NYX that I haven't tried yet that I thought it would be cool to try on camera, and I'm also just going to be shopping my collection for the other products, like the foundation that I'm using I haven't used in a really long time, so I'm actually really excited. I have just gotten out of the shower, so if I look a little bit flushed that's probably why, and I've also just moisturised my face, so I'm ready to go. So let's get right into it. How have you guys been? I feel like it's been such a long time since I last filmed a video. I'm really hot at the moment. I just went and put all of our laundry in the car because we haven't got a washing machine yet, which is really great. Even though we've been in this house for like 6 weeks, we still haven't got a washing machine. But anyway, I've been really good. If you guys can't tell, I did get my septum pierced. I don't think I filmed a video since I got it done, so there it is. It's very exciting. I really love it. That was charming. I'm using a primer. This is the Elizabeth Arden Flawless Start Instant Perfecting Primer, and this is kind of like a professional, like pore filling type of primer. But anyway, as I was saying before the primer rudely interrupted me, I have wanted to get my septum done for years because lots of people have been asking me why, and because I've wanted it since I was like 13 and I still wanted it now, so I thought, well, that's a sure sign that, you know, I may as well get it. I mean, if I decide that I don't like it, I can just take it out. It's not like it's a tattoo or anything, so that's why I got it done. If you guys want to know more about it, please just let me know. There is a clip of me getting it done in Sally's weekly vlog from when she was in Auckland. I'll leave that linked off down below if you want to see me getting it pierced. But yeah, if you guys want to see like a video or a mention of it more in detail, just let me know. Now that my face is primed, I'm going to go in with some foundation, and this one is a foundation I haven't used in a really long time. This is the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Foundation in the shade 03 True Ivory. Just going to, I guess, start with 1.5 pumps. We'll see how far it goes. I don't really remember how good of coverage this is. I think it's pretty good coverage, but I just know that the colour match is really good, so that's why I wanted to use it today. Because my skin is really light at the moment because it's nearly winter. I've also got a cold right now, which I'm sure you guys can tell by my nasally voice. So if my septum piercing is like flipping around everywhere, it's because I'm wiping my nose during this video, so please excuse that. I always have had a really nose as a person, but I swear this cold, it's been extra runny, and it's so annoying having this septum ring in with a cold. Although this cold only really popped up today / yesterday, so it hasn't been too bad, but it's pretty damn annoying having to like wipe around a ring. So I'm just going to go ahead and conceal my under eye circles, and I'm going to be using the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. This is my current favourite. I really want to try the Tarte Shape Tape because my friend Emily has been going on and on about how great it is, and so is everybody else on YouTube. But I don't know, it's kind of different when someone that you know personally tells you about something, because it's like, oh, it must really be good. Not that I doubt YouTubers, but you know what I mean. Just going to put the concealer through the centre of my face as well, just to build the coverage up a little bit in those areas. And I'm just going to blend it out with the same brush because I'm seriously so basic. I just can't be bothered changing brushes. And this is just like probably 1 shade lighter or 1.5 shades lighter than my skin tone. So it just ever so slightly brightens my face. So now that I've applied all of that concealer, I'm going to go ahead and set it in place. And I'm going to use the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. This is what it looks like here. You've got 4 highlighting shades and I guess 4 contour / bronzing shades. Like this one's pretty warm, so you'd probably use it more as a bronzer. And I think the first and last on the highlighting row are shimmer highlighters from what I can see. So what I'm going to do to set my under eye area is I'm going to use a mixture of the banana powder and then the one next to it. The brush that I'm using to do this is an XO Beauty bronzer brush. I'm just going to pack that under the eye just to make sure that it's looking nice and bright. So I really like the way that that feels under the eyes. It feels really nice and smooth, but not too chunky or too heavy. For the rest of my face, I'm just going to use my mineralized skin finish from MAC in the shade Light. I'm just going to sort of place that everywhere that I haven't put the banana powder and just blend it in a little bit. Using a really big XO Beauty Kabuki brush. This is my favourite brush for powder. It just covers so much surface area, and I feel like it's dense but still really fluffy. So if you haven't tried this, I definitely recommend it. Before I move on to the rest of my face, I'm just really quickly going to do my eyebrows. My favourite product at the moment, I don't know if I've shared this with you yet, I probably have, is the Chatty Brow Pomade in the shade Soft Brown. It's just like the ideal brow colour for me. It's probably my favourite pomade formula. I don't normally reach for pomades because the ones that I use I just think are too pigmented and just too intense. But this one, I don't know if it's the shade or if it's a combination of the brush, which is the XO Beauty Eyebrow Groomer brush, or if it's just I've gotten better at applying them, but it just looks so good. So I'm going to use this all through my brow, and then to set it I'm just going to use the Anastasia Brow Gel. I don't know what it's called, there's the regular old brow gel. So I'm just going to go and do this really quickly and then I'll be right back. So for eyes today I'm thinking of using this palette, and the reason why I'm telling you this now before I've done my cheeks and stuff is because this has like a highlight, a blush and a contour colour. Let me just take off the plastic because it's really reflective. Give me a sec. Back to the palette. This is the palette here, and it's one of the NYX The To Go palette, or the NYX To Go palette, and it's called Wanderlust. This is shade number 1. So basically in here you get, I didn't think it was actually going to be this big. I was kind of scared they were going to have a doe foot in here, but that is awesome. I love the fact that it's just eyeshadows. So you get, well, just products, you know what I mean. So you get 6 eyeshadows and 3 face products. You get a highlighter, a blush, and a contour colour. Now my dilemma is, do I contour with this or do I contour with this? So I thought I would swatch the 2 contour shades side by side to see which one looks cooler. So on the bottom that's the shade from the On The Go palette, and on the top that's the contour shade that I want to use from the contour palette. I'm just going to grab the bronzer brush that I used to set my under eyes, and I'm going to pick up some of this shade here, which is the one that we swatched. I'm just going to grab a little bit. I'm not a huge contourer, but today I'm going to try it out for this video, so I'm just going to contour. It's really pigmented. Just going to contour lightly. I guess I'm sort of more bronzing and contouring. I don't know, I'm not super precise with this sort of thing, but I'm just going to put it in this area. It actually looks really warm on my face. So I've applied the contour. I think it looks good. I don't know, I feel like whenever I do contour I like it in real life, but it doesn't always translate on camera. I don't know if it's because I'm applying it too heavy-handedly or what, but I think it looks good. I'm also just going to put a little bit along my hairline just to sort of slim my forehead a little bit. I think I prefer to use contour in this area. I don't know, I think I kind of have quite defined cheekbones naturally, so I feel like contouring them can sometimes be a little bit of overkill, but you know, for the video I will do it. Moving back to the Wanderlust palette, I'm just going to go ahead and use some of the blush, which swatches, I feel like, less scary than it looks in the pan, especially when you blend it out. So I'm just going to pop it up my cheekbone really lightly. Just want a little hint of colour. It's super pigmented, and again it's kind of powdery, but we're just going to roll with it. I really wanted to try these out, so I'm just going to stay true and finish trying them all. And of course I'm going to use the highlight, but first swatching it. Seems quite pretty. Probably not as intense, just right there. Not as intense as I would probably like it to be, but alas, we will use it. I'm going to pop it on my face. Oh, okay. It's coming up better on the face than it did on my hand. Okay, I don't hate it. It's really pretty. Yay! So out of those 3 face shades, I definitely like the highlight the most. I think it's really stunning. The blush is pretty too, and then the bronzer is just, it's not a contour, I mean, it's more of a bronzer, but that's alright. Okay, moving on to the eyes. These are actually all shimmery, which is kind of disappointing. I thought when looking at it close that this one was matte, but it looks to be kind of like a satin shade. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a subtle shimmer to it, but I suppose I could use it in the crease. It's just quite dark, so I'm going to have to use a very light hand, but I am just going to pop that shade there through the crease. I don't know how these are going to go either. They might be like too hard to blend, but we shall see. I'm actually finding these pretty damn easy to blend. Although I wish that there was maybe like a lighter shade in here, but I guess that's a pretty good selection. Maybe it's just because I'm fair, I'm kind of missing that really pale brown shade, sort of like a transition colour. But I mean, for only having one brown, this is looking pretty blended in my opinion. I am just going to pick up a little bit of the cream from the contour palette. I'm just going to use that to sort of blend out the outer edge of my eyeshadows. I would normally use a face powder, but thought I would try out the contour kit. For the lid, I want to use one of the top 3 shades, so let's just swatch all of them. Look really pretty, really pigmented. I guess I'll swatch them on my arm. That was a terrible life choice. That was like the most awful swatches ever. I think that that rose gold shade in the middle is really pretty, so I'm going to use that. God, excuse my dodgy swatch, so I don't know what's wrong with me today. But I'm just going to pop that all over my lid with my finger. This eyeshadow is so buttery, like it feels amazing to touch, which is maybe a weird observation, but it's really, really smooth. Super pigmented. I really enjoy this palette actually. This would be something that I would definitely consider taking with me on the go, because you could get a lot of looks from this. Like, this looks pretty casual, maybe like slightly more glam, and then you could also have like a deep look with that purple, or you could just use the pale gold and have like a really natural look. I think you've got like a lot of diversity in this palette for looks that you could do. The purple shade in the palette isn't super pigmented, it's that sort of smudgy swatch just there. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it on the same blending brush, and I'm just going to pop it in the outer corner just to deepen up the area. Hopefully it's not too pigmented when I put it on, because I don't want a lot of colour, I just want like a little bit something darker just in the outer corner. I'm going to grab another eyeshadow brush. This is a unnamed one, I have no idea what brand this is. I'm just going to pick up the light shade that we've been using from the contour kit, and I'm just going to kind of swipe under the eyeshadow line just to try and crispen it up a little bit. Don't really want to go back in with concealer, but this actually seems to be doing a pretty decent job, just because it's a little bit too, it's kind of fallen down a little bit. I'm not really enjoying the way that it's looking. I'm just going to lightly crispen it up. With the same brush, I'm going to pick up Nectar, which is that highlight there, and I'm going to mix it with Ice Queen, which is the really, really pale one. Tap off the excess. I'm just going to use that under the brow bone as a kind of like a natural brow bone highlight. Want like a little bit of the crazy highlight and a little bit of the subtle highlight, just to get like an in-between kind of look, I guess. You guys know I don't love a super shimmery highlight, so just a little bit. Well, I mean, I love a super shimmery highlight on the cheeks, but not so much under the brow. And again, I'm just going to go in with the brown that we used in the crease. I'm going to use that little brush, well, not little brush, the big brush that we just used. And I'm just going to blend a little bit of it under my lower lash line, just to make everything look cohesive and blended. I'm just going to get a little bit of the highlight shade on my pinky finger, and I'm just going to pop it in the inner corner of my eyes just to make them extra bright and glowing. So for eyes, I'm just going to finish them off with some mascara. I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Lasting Impression Mascara, which I really enjoy. And then I'll be right back, because you guys know I can't apply mascara and talk at the same time, so I'll see you very soon. Alright, so eyes are done. I love the way that it's turned out. It's like this golden glowy glam, and I really, really like it. The whole look is just really pretty in my opinion. I feel like the contour has just kind of blended in with everything, and I think it actually just looks like a really nice bronzed, kind of slightly contoured look. I don't know about you, but anyway, right now we're talking about lips, and I have a bunch of new NYX lip products. However, like, these two are pretty much the same colour. These are the lip lingeries, and they're both like a really dark brown. I have Beauty Mark, which looks like this, and I have Teddy. Probably just going to keep one of them, so I'm going to look up swatches and keep one. They're not really going to go with this look. So I got this lip suede, again not going to go with this look. It's called Life's a Beach. So this is the shade that I would definitely wear, and I think this is like a creamy lipstick, like liquid lipstick. So I'll definitely try this, but not today. It's too bright for what I'm looking for. This one looks really pretty, but I think it's too nude. This is one of their soft matte lip creams, which I know I love this formula, and it's in the shade Athens. I don't think I own this one, but it looks like a really pale nude, which will be really pretty. But just not with this look. Instead, I'm going to be using the NYX Simply Nude lip cream. It's like a lipstick crayon thing, and it's in the shade 02 Exposed. So I'm just going to try and open this up. Honestly, since having short nails, I can't do anything. Alright, so this is what the product looks like. It's just like a wind up crayon. It looks like a really nice warm brown, so I'm just going to put it on with no lip liner. We'll see how we go. Oh, I like this formula. It's really nice. So this is the Exposed Simply Nude lip cream on the lips. It's really pretty. It's definitely very brown, but I like it. It's kind of something different to what I would normally wear, but I think it goes really well with the whole look, and it makes it look kind of monochromatic, which I think is really pretty. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I think it's really, really pretty. I feel like this could work for any season because, you know, it's got some like brownie tones, which could be really good for autumn, but it's also really glowy and like shimmery, which is perfect for summer. I just am all about this sort of makeup all year because I think it's just so stunning and really flattering on all sorts of skin tones. You just would need to change the tones if you were a deeper skin tone, and obviously I'm very fair, so you can see it works on really fair skin tones. All in all, I did enjoy the NYX products that I tried today. My favourite would have to be the contour kit, and I also really like the palette. However, I found that some of the shades were a little bit harder to work with, and I don't know if the eyeshadow is going to last that great. I mean, it looks okay now, but when I was working with it, it was kind of fading away, which is, it does happen sometimes, but it's something that you guys need to be aware of. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I will be back really soon with a Jeffree Star swatch video. It's just taking me a while to edit and everything like that. So please do let me know if you are interested in seeing that. Also, I would really love to know if you guys wanted to see a how I do my gels at home video. Obviously these aren't my own gels, but when I do the video I'll do my own gels in the video, so let me know if you'd like to see that, because I have been doing friends and family's gels for a really long time, so let me know if you'd like to see me do my own. I think that's everything, so I am going to go. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!